Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Val with Dragonfly Crystals. And thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We're glad to see you. And today we're going to start off talking about the planet Venus and the Venetians and other beings that are on that planet. And Val is not streaming on her channel. So this is the only channel she's on, and we're glad to have her here. And do you have something to say, Val, before we start talking about the Venetians for Valentine's Day? This is our Valentine's treat for the planet of love.
It is, and I'm happy to be here for this Planet of Love talk. But I can't wait to hear your story, Dr. Gail, that you're going to share today, because backstage we're talking a little bit about it. Really, I'm just happy to be here and happy to be with everyone in the chat. Yeah. So right. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And some of these people have already heard my story, and it's pretty, of course, all my stories are kind of crazy, but this one sounds crazy too. But let me see who I was here. Hey, Jen Carr. Hey, Teresa. I see you finally got to put something in the chat. Congratulations. Hey, Rossi. Hey, Jen Carr. Hey, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Hey, Mary Lauer. Hey, Diane G. Hey, Rossi. Thanks for being here, and I'm starring the questions, and we'll get to those later. Hey, White Dragon. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Patricia Hernandez. Hey, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Hey, Hakila B24. Hey, Rick Talley. Let's see. I'm going to star your question too. And let's see. Hey, Jen. You love my stories. Well, thank you. Hey, Bonnie Joe. Thanks for being here today. Hey, CJ. And let's see. Let me start this one here. I've got already 8 questions started. It looks like we got a good start. Start on questions. But before we start, let's talk about the Venetians, the people on our planet of love, Venus. And I'm going to be reading out of the book, the Mystic Martial Oracle book, which has become practically my dictionary instead of an oracle deck because of the pictures and the information. So here is the Venetians, and you can see how it is love. It represents love, and on the card it says romance, soulmates, empathy. So let me start off, and this is going to be a little more lengthy than I'm going to be reading in this book because there's a lot of information in here. But the Venetians are humanoid extraterrestrials that live on our Venus, sister planet. The Venetians are descendants from the Lyran race. Venus is extremely hot and on third dimensional realms uninhabitable by our standards. However, Venus is teeming with exuberant life and highly evolved civilization. Venus has sophisticated environmental technologies that protects its colonies. These beautiful people coexist in complete harmony. Venus has no wars, is completely, I can't even say that word, pass, and has neither money systems nor fraud. It is similar to their distant cosmic cousins, the Palladians. So the Venetians are very similar to the Palladians. Mm-hmm. The Venetians also have a tarnished history like the Palladians. Eons ago, before they collectively shifted into the consciousness and frequency that they are on now, the Venetians' egos nearly wiped their entire bloodline out. And the Palladians had this happen too. And turning the page, and totally destroyed their own home planet, which forced them to wake up and ascend. I feel like that's exactly what we're doing.
I think so. It mirrors that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Venetians reside in the higher and astral realms of the 4th dimension now, which somewhat parallels in appearance to the 3rd, only more alive, luminous, and enlightened. Due to their activated consciousness, they are able to fully present in their etheric light body form if they desire. They can also manifest into their 3D material body if they choose. They are very psychic and extremely empathetic. They are masters of manifestation. A structural form of telepathic is used for communication within the Venetian community. While in their astral form, they do not eat actual food, but rather absorb energy as a form of substance and nutrition. Can you imagine not eating? Just absorbing.
No, because I like the taste, but I
I
mean,
know, I like to eat. So many Venetians visit, and some are contracted to live here on Earth. So they're living among us.
yeah,
The harsh densities of Earth can make the initial 3D transition difficult for them. And then the Venetians are energetically and deeply connected with the heart vibrations of unconditional love and participating in assisting the conscious awakening of Earthlings.
yes,
So
absolutely.
that's a lot to read out of that book, but there's a lot to talk
That's
about.
a lot, but it's really true. And yeah, from my perspective, with a teacher that I've had from the beginning, and that's Sanat Kumara. And another name for some of the Venusians or Venusians is the Kumaras. And so that just, it doesn't matter what we call them anyway, but I mean, just that they are here to help with Earth's consciousness, the level of consciousness we're at, and as we're rising up.
Yeah, look at CJ. She says, I like to eat, hate to cook.
Yes, me too. I used to think, okay, cooking, I can do it. But you know what? I'd rather eat it.
Exactly. So I can imagine just going out in the sunlight. Now, I do have a friend who is transitioning into that. And she says that's
breatharian, or
she says that she does not need food like she used to. And she
Yeah.
lives in Florida, puts her car convertible top down in her car. And when she picks her kids up, that's when she's absorbing light for food.
Well, you know, they say too, Dr. Gail, the great central sun is source energy, and that is what you are.
Right.
And so you're really recharging your battery by that, taking that in. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But there's also some people who are breatharians who breath is that divine source energy, that energy of source. So there's all these ways you can pull energy in. And yeah. So
I'm afraid mine energy has been by food.
And then what would I do if I didn't have chocolate and candy or cookies? Forget about it.
I interrupted your whole train of thoughts.
No. But I mean, yeah, that's on a whole nother subject. So yeah, so in the Venusian whole energy of what's going on, although not, you know, you might hear from Dr. Gail, and when she tells her story, that some are not exactly on that heart-centered energy, but really they are from ancient times coming into the earth plane and being here, helping us with our consciousness shifting. And Sanat Kumara is considered a planetary logos and the anchor of Christ consciousness. But at the same time, the Buddha energy, the Yeshua energy, all of that is that Christ consciousness. It's being awakened within us now. And the Venusians are here, have been working here, helping us to do this now in that kind of crystalline grid and Christ consciousness grid. And Christ consciousness isn't a religious term. It's just an energy. It's an energy. It's embodying the energy of this oneness, this energy source. So just in looking at that in the divine blueprint of what the Venusians are here to do, when you think about Venus and you connect and you want to connect even more, just visualize that planet, or even visualize Earth and see them here amongst you, and call upon that flame of Venus, the threefold flame, to cleanse and activate your spiritual gifts, and really activate your service to humanity and the things that you are really here to do right now. And you can also dream and astral connect to them. So there's a lot of, what is a star healer?
A star healer. What do you mean?
Thinking too says no disrespect, but what is a star healer? I
Uh,
didn't.
that's because that's what I am. I'm a
Oh, there you go.
star seed healer.
There you go. And
Star
that is what it is. Okay.
I'm a healer for the star seeds. That's what that means. And also, I am an alien medium. So
I just want one last thing I just want to say is you can call on the Venusians. You can call on them to work with you and bring you to that higher frequency, that higher consciousness. They are here. They're embodied, or they're in the etheric realms, but they are here. Some of them are actually embodied. So yeah, go ahead and call on them, and you will be able to have a lot of assistance with that, opening your heart and moving through this awakening process a lot easier. Dr. Gail, I can't wait for your story.
Well, I'm laughing at what Stacy's saying about a starseed healer. She says it's Reiki on steroids. So thank you, Stacy. But I'm not sure about that, but it is energy healing.
It is.
Yeah. Thank you too. And I'm not disrespected. It was a name that was given to me a long time ago to encompass everything I do, because I do a lot. I'm a medium. I'm a channeler. Yeah. So there's all sorts of things that I do, and that just encompassed a lot of what I do. So that's why I was given that name a long time ago.
That's cool.
But, yeah. So anyway, my channel is Skywalking with Moon, and my channel was named for my dog Moon, who was astral traveling with me started about 2 or 3 months before she passed away. And Rossi, I see you. Let me write this down. Add you as a moderator. Okay. Let me write this down before I go into my story and I forget it, Rossi. Okay. I'll do that. But anyway, my dog Moon passed away. And then on the other side, she contacted me immediately. So anyway, she is a shapeshifter on the other side, and she became my pilot, and she can change forms from a human to a dog to a Yeti. And one day she decided she wanted for me to go to her planet where she's from, and it's Venus. So we went to Venus, and we had to hike in about 2 hours to get to her people. And one of the things that I was being told is, do not veer off this path, because on the other side of the river were some beings that were not nice. So we had to be real careful about that. And we could not travel at dark for whoever was over there on the other side. When I did reach his or her family, they were, that's my dog making a strange noise. I was going, what in the world? They were humanoid, but they were as white as paper. I mean, they were so white. They looked like the statue colors. They were super white, but they were okay. Millie, you want to be a moderator? Also, let me write you down. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting the story. I'm dragging it out.
All right. We can wait.
Yeah. But anyway, so when I was going into that, and they were super white, like I looked like I was so dark compared to them. I mean, they were really light.
Paper white.
They were paper white, and they were doing a lot of manual labor. Like I could see a blacksmith hammering on things, and they cooking, and everything was super white. Their food was white. Everything was white. It was almost like the color had been sucked out of everything, but they were so heart-centered. And what also amazed me is when they were calling their names, that all their names were from the Bible, that these were biblical people that were actually living there. And this is where they had originated from. That's the part that I thought was amazing, because they were, it was John the Baptist, and Jesus and all these people. And it was when they were super young. It's when they were had not come into what they do now or what they did then, but it was them all in their youth. And so I sat down and I ate with them and spent time with them, and I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, I can understand that. No, who would want to with all those beautiful energies?
So I stuck like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
So anyway, that is my story. And then we finally had to go back, and it was getting dark, and we were really having to truck it. We were running to get back to our spaceship to take off again. So that's my story about the Venetians. And
That's a wonderful story.
it just sticks in my mind that I was meeting all these people before they were famous, that they had done anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's a good question. Wow, Diane had a good question.
Yeah,
I
so
won't leave that to when we do the questions, but
yeah, well, we could go ahead and because that is a good question, because I'm not real sure.
I'm not either. And for those of you who don't know, these are the Hathors, or I call them Hather, but I was corrected by somebody to call them Hathor.
I'll call them Hathors. I don't know what they call them.
It doesn't matter what we call anything. It's just whatever it is, because they're just who they are. But yeah, and they considered in Egypt Hathors being goddesses, and I consider them as a race of beings.
Well, I'm getting an answer that they are from Venus.
Oh, no wonder, because they came to me, and I worked with the Hathors for a while, and they would all stand around me, and they're super tall.
Yeah. Well, let me see if we can Google this. But that's I'm getting a yes on that Diane's on it. Have you researched it, Diane, about the Hathors or Hathors, or however you want to say it? I don't even know how you say it either.
However you want to say it.
Hathors. I know that they have that kind of energy, though.
Yeah. I'm Googling it myself. It says they are known as Venusian starseeds, are also known as the Hathors. They are old souls who have been helping humanity and the planet's evolution for thousands of years. The Venusian starseeds are intuitive healers and embody unconditional love.
Oh, Venetian starseeds.
Yep.
They're a group of Venetian starseeds.
No wonder I have them in my life for a long time. And my connections seem to always be Venusian connections, oddly enough, except the Arcturians.
Yeah. So thanks, Diane. So now we know. Yes. Because I've just never even thought about that.
I never did. And I thought, darn, that's a good question. Yeah.
Amanda says, I say hath, like wrath ors. Yeah. Okay. Hathors.
Hathors.
Is it?
That's what I've always said, is Hathors. And somebody said ha. And I like Hathors. It resonates for me. And I've always said it that way. Just like some people say chakra, and I say chakra.
Yeah. Yeah. I would never have been one that corrected you, because I didn't know how to say it either. I had to go with the flow. So I'm going, is that how you say it? Hathors. Okay.
Hathors. Yeah. Hathors.
So, well, anyway, we were going to go into, you can go with the next subject, with the being, the guy.
Oh, huh? I already talked about Sanat Kumara.
No.
Guy. What being?
About Valiant Thor.
Oh, Valiant Thor. Oh, Valiant Thor. Oh, gosh, I'm just so expanded. I can't even think. Yeah, Valiant Thor. So I posed the question backstage. Valiant Thor. I've heard a lot about Valiant Thor, and we even have a picture of Valiant Thor out there if you Google him. So he was supposedly a Venusian who came to Earth with a group of other Venusians and assisted the government in certain capacities during, I don't know if it was the 50s, late 40s, 50s, or
Of course, whenever was Roosevelt, wasn't it dealing with Roosevelt?
Some, and you might know more than I do about it.
I don't. Let me see if I can see it. Okay. I know Eisenhower.
I'm just going to stick it in there. Oh, they have a whole bunch of pictures of him.
Early 60s.
Man from
Eisenhower.
There you go.
Okay. So I got it. I found
it. We're just finding out about this now to look into the validity of Valiant Thor. And I have a picture of him. Here's a number of pictures that I didn't see before. Let's just put it up here like this.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Nice looking guy.
Yeah, he's a nice looking guy. And here is the one that I've always seen everywhere. In sitting out on a lawn. That's him. Yeah. So they looked they looked more good looking than normal people.
So the question is, because I haven't read that much about him, did he say who he was? Did he come in and introduce himself?
He did, and that's how he started working with the government. I think I haven't read the story in a while, so I've forgotten a lot of the details. But let's just say he worked with some people who were in the government, and then they brought him in and they worked in certain capacities with the government. And I don't even know what was going on, but yeah. Amanda Carroll says, "Oh yeah, I recognize him, time traveler." Probably so. I mean, there is no.
They all showed up in the late 40s. All the nuclear weapons.
Right. Interestingly, yes. Yeah. So was this?
We're going to read on this. That's what we're going to do. Is to see if he was real or if he was. Okay, what's the question? Was he a Venusian? Oh, let's say was he an alien? Let's just go there first.
Okay.
And we'll go to, was he an alien?
Was he an alien?
Yes, he was.
Oh, see, I knew it. Because when that guy, a whistleblower recently came out, or he came out a while ago, and I have it on, it's on YouTube, where he says, Valiant Thor came to my door, and I knew he was fake. And he said, do you want my help? And the whistleblower said, no. But that doesn't mean he's fake. It just means that the guy couldn't accept him.
Right. And also, Debbie's saying the deal was that they would help us if we did away with the nukes.
Oh, thank you, Debbie.
That would make sense.
Thank you, Debbie. Good. Because I've forgotten the whole story. It's been so long. But suddenly, with this Venusian subject, he's coming into my awareness again to talk. And even a few days ago, before Dr. Gail mentioned we would talk on this subject, he started to come into my consciousness. Not him, but the thought of talking about him.
Yeah, Ross is saying, could he have been a hybrid? So that's a good question.
You know,
hybrid. I'm getting no. He's straight from that planet.
Oh, because I mean, when you look at him, he doesn't look like he's from Earth in the energetically.
Yeah,
that's why I believed it. If I had to be on the fence, it'd be falling over onto the side of, he's really from Venus.
Yeah, Debbie's saying our government refused help and then made a different deal with the Greys.
That's right, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I forgot about that, and that is accurate. Yes, I remember reading that, and that's what went on. And imagine that.
Denise says, I'm driving, so I can only read at lights. We're trying to say it out loud. Or Denise, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so what would be the next question? So we now know he was truly an alien or ET, a galactic being. Let's see if he was from Venus. How about that question? Was
Yeah,
he from Venus? Yes, he
I
was.
got yes
So
too.
everything
Yeah.
he was saying, and I'm getting a huge, everything he did, whatever he said, he was very honest, open, and
Yes,
true. Nothing,
thank you. That's exactly when you see his picture, that's exactly what you feel from his picture and who he is. You feel that
he was
that
genuine.
yes, that he's being honest and straightforward.
Right.
So again, though, this is him. He's the one whose side profile, and he's talking very seriously, but somebody had some straight on. Let's get that. I've never seen the straight on images,
Yeah.
but he didn't look. He looked a lot better than the regular. I mean,
Yeah. I meant
sapien,
to say, didn't he have a female counterpart?
yes, he did.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I
Did
don't know. These three might have been Venusians. These three, the lady,
Yeah.
the Anther, and the guy, because they're all too good looking.
Yeah. Yes. And Linda saying, makes you wonder why they would take a deal with a species that doesn't look like us instead of one that does. Well, I'm sure they must have had a better deal if they thought at that time. They're probably hicking themselves.
The better deal was, and I remember this, technology, war machine, that they could. Now, of course, it wasn't mentioned that way. It was technology. And they thought that they could get ahead of the Russians, ahead of be ahead in the technology game with all the things. Now, you have to understand that the whole Hitler Germany thing had already happened, where they knew Hitler had these flying machines, the whole thing, the Antarctica connection with the ETs there. All of this was going on, and those ships were seen by everyone flying and fighting in that war. So this is later. They had to get ahead of that technology. That's why they took all those scientists and brought them here, and that's how we got the H-bomb and all of that. This is all because, yeah, let's not get too in the weeds with that.
Well, I mean, you can ask some questions. We can read on it.
Okay.
So where's the question in that?
The question in that is, did the U.S. actually choose the deal with the Greys because of advanced technology?
Okay, so did our government choose the Greys because of government technology? Yes, yes.
Yes, and Millie's right. It was called Operation Paperclip, getting all those scientists over here, and like Dr. Braun, all those scientists who created, who were taking a lot of the information that they had invested in Germany and bringing it here. So
when you're saying, is he still around? I wonder. So that's a good question, because I think he is, because I'm feeling like he's here now.
He is, and he went to that guy's door, but that guy turned him down. So here he is.
He's still around.
Yes. And so, I mean, let's call on him.
No, he's here. That's what I just said. He's here.
He can come to my door.
He's not physically here. He's just energetically here right now. But he is, I think he's physically here and still here. Yes, he's still physically here. I wonder why he's in hiding. I wonder why he's in hiding.
Because the government would, not that he couldn't protect himself.
Why didn't he go back to his planet? That's the question. Why didn't he go back to his planet? Why would he go in hiding here? And why is he just energetically being seen? It would be all those questions, because I've never talked to him, and I'm not sure why he's walking in now. Probably because we're talking about him. But I mean, we're some kind of obscure people. Why he would take the time to show up here, I'm not sure why. But I'm getting all these yeses that he's here. And I want to know why why is he taking the time out to come to these puny little channel and
He would
talk?
do that. He would do that because he's not, he doesn't work from the aspect of, oh, you're not big enough for me, or you're not.
Yeah, he says he
He
needs.
just sees your light and offers. He just sees what he can do to offer and assist.
He's insisting on getting the information out. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's his whole thing, is get the information.
He's assisting. Okay, he's assisting us for ascending, and any light he can see, and bring any light he can see and bring it to its full brightness. That he is going to assist on every being that he can. If he sees your light, he's going to come assist in letting you shine. He's going to assist in letting you shine.
So, you can call on Valiant Thor. There you are.
Yep.
Call on Valiant Thor. You tell him you want to work together, channel him, talk to him, and he'll help you. And what do we need right now?
And it's nice.
Embody the light, to let our light shine out, embody our soul light, our divine source light.
And he's nice to look at.
Oh, hello. I mean, let's not mince words here.
Somebody want around. Suzanne, if my guys really want my attention, send in the sexy man.
I'm going to tell you. Yes.
Rick, he wants you to ask him what?
Eye candy is nice. Yeah.
I don't usually get eye candy. This is definitely eye candy.
Yeah, this is eye candy for sure. For sure. But the Venusians are extremely attractive people.
Yeah, they are.
They just and so are the Pleiadians. Absolutely. They are gorgeous. Everyone that I've ever contacted, they really are beautiful looking. And not scary, nothing scary. But the interesting thing is there's a lot of beings that can do that shape shifting or change and look like Nordics and whatnot. And they're not necessarily have our best interest.
Right.
We don't really necessarily, though, we don't want to concentrate on anything like that, because that isn't our focus. And you bring in what you focus on. Right. I'm just saying that in general, Nordics are usually like the Pleiadians. And
Well, I want to know what Rick's asking. I must have missed it. Rick, just ask him. So I'm not real sure what he asked. I missed it earlier, probably.
Let's see.
Oh, Lauren, you're just waking up from a nap. I'm glad you got you a nap. This is the answer I was asking my guys for before I fell asleep. I can finally breathe in peace and confidence now. Well, that's good. Oh, Rick, you wanted to ask him anything? Okay. All I got was I wasn't expecting him to be here. I really wasn't. I wasn't expecting for us to talk about him to show up, but he's just going to he's here to assist anybody whose light is shining to make it shine brighter. That's what
I'm going to call on him.
Yeah, we all can call on him to help us ascend, because he's here to help each individual ascend. And he's just going to make us shine brighter. He's going to help assist in that, I guess, transformation or whatever you want to call it. But he's going to help that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, poor Wendy. I have a brother currently in ICU. Maybe I will call upon him for healing vibes.
I would do that for sure.
Yeah.
Wendy. Absolutely.
Okay, Rick Chaley, Patricia, Rick Chaley, are you saying for me to ask if he works with Archangel Michael? I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see.
I got yes on that.
Does he work with Archangel Michael? Yeah, he works with all the I don't know why I'm asking. He's here. He works with all of them.
They're like glove in hand. They work together.
He works with all of them. Okay. I'm feeling stupid for pulling up my pendulum. He's standing right here. Sorry. Okay, habit. It was habit. Okay, I think it's time for us to get into questions.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Here's Teresa. Hello. I hope I pressed correct buttons. In the late 60s, UFO across the street of childhood. I lost time and couldn't move. Who were they? Reason for visit? Did they implant? Okay. So there's many questions in that one statement. So we have to break that down. Who were they first? Reason for the visit? And does she have an implant? Okay. Well, back in the we're really talking about the 60s today with him and with her. What happened to her? Let's see. Okay, well, how are you want to start with this, Val?
Okay. I was just trying to tune in and see what I got from my guides and your guides, Teresa.
First, let's see if this was a UFO.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's correct. I'm getting a yes. It was.
I did get a yes, and I'm just using a few cards to just validate what I'm getting. And I heard the grays, and yes. And as to whether you're actually in that program where you would get chipped and they would keep monitoring you, let's ask about that.
Okay, I'm getting it was the tall grays.
Yeah, tall grays. And I think maybe you are definitely you were of interest to them at the time. But ongoing, have you had them come recently?
Her sister witnessed it.
Yeah. I see you. I believe you were taken aboard because
she was taken. Yeah, I'm getting yes. She was taken aboard.
She was taken aboard, and
she was chipped.
Yeah, you were chipped because I saw success. That was the next card. So you're in the lineage of people that they follow, the generations that they follow.
And you don't need to worry about that implant. It's not harmful.
No, not at all. In fact, it can help you stay healthier. It can do things for you that are actually beneficial. So
Jen Carr saying she got a bad feeling with the question. What that means, I don't know. Not the question, but the situation, maybe. Well, I think, Jen, what you're getting is back in the 60s when they were actually abducting people, weren't letting them know what was going on, what was happening.
Yeah.
They didn't honor their feelings. They didn't understand human emotions. They didn't understand it was scaring the crap out of us.
Yeah.
And so that's probably what you're picking up on. But and they do look at it as like that's a dark time in their history. They're not doing that anymore because they realized, they don't have as many emotions as we do, and it wouldn't affect them like it does us. But they do know of their wrongdoings, and they have corrected that, and they're not doing that anymore.
And they have a way to have you feel more peaceful instead of being scared to death. I can't move when I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
But it is the tall ones have all those kind of, that's what I get, that the tall ones, not the little ones that are the biological entities, but the tall ones are the ones who have the ability to make it better for you as you're having this process.
Yeah, White Dragon say some tall grays have been taken away to processing for similar things. And he's talking about that not knowing what they were doing to humans. Teresa's also saying it's related to her shamanic abilities, but she was not traumatized, just curious. Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And you're welcome, Teresa. Okay, let's go to the next question. And this is Jen. Dr. Gail and Val, any messages from my reptilian guide is appreciated. Thanks. So I'll let you go, Val.
Okay. When I connect to your reptilian guide, Jen, it feels like he's just asking you to make more time to spend getting messages from channeling messages from him. It's not really channeling. It's like telepathic communication. And there's a lot of...
Because I'm getting honor the process.
That's exactly right. And he was saying, take the deep breaths, connect, get yourself in a position where you are believing and trusting everything that's coming through and everything that is being communicated. And this is a trust, and it is a process of opening up to all of that, because you're certainly connected. So I hope that helps. That's his big thing that they want to get through.
Yeah. Honor the process. So,
Yeah.
so there you go, Jen. And Teresa's saying she's experiencing emotional release. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm glad and sad at the same time for you, Teresa, but I'm glad you're getting it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who's next. Heavenly Blessed Honey, Val, are you on your channel too? Okay,
No,
that
Sonia, no, because I'll tell you, I can't multi-stream anymore, because YouTube has informed me they don't like me to do it. And so I am going. Yeah, I was multi-streaming for at least a year, maybe longer. And I had to delete all those videos. And now I go on someone's channel, or they're on my channel. And when they're on my channel, that stays on my channel. And that's what I've got. So yeah, they consider it reused content. Now, whether that'll happen to anyone else, I don't know. I think they randomly go through people. I don't know. I'm not going to argue, because the platform's great for me. And I'm just doing what they want to stay in compliance with them.
Jen's saying, I almost asked, how can I trust myself? And here, that's what you're saying.
That's it. Trust the process. Trust yourself and what you're getting. Open up to receive the information, is what your reptilian guide was saying. So these are it may take 2 seconds to say, but it's a very important process to do that and to get through that stage. Yeah.
Okay, Rossi, what galactic guides are around me, and what am I working on with them? Okay. All right, what galactic guides are around you? Thinking too, I'm going to get to you in a minute, because that's a great question. And I have information on that. Let's see, what galactic guides are around me, and what am I working on with them? What galactic guides are around me? Okay, let's see if I can tune into these guys, because there's 2 guys. One of them looks human. So let me see if that is a human. Yeah, this is human. I'm feeling like this is a family member who's passed. I'm not sure this is a guide. I'm thinking, Rossi, do you have a family member who has passed, a male, maybe a brother, nephew, a cousin, somebody like that, that is on the other side now, who's decided to leave this world? I'm thinking this might be somebody like that that's trying to come through and not let me. He's coming. He's in front of everybody. Whoever's behind him, he's not. He's taking the star. He's the star. So he's coming up front. So Rossi, are you here? Do you have a brother, cousin, nephew, somebody? Because he looks fairly young. He looks like he's probably in his 30s. That is on the other side now. a son of what?
A cousin, but a while ago.
Okay. All right. So this cousin is the one who's coming forth. He's not letting me see your guys because he wants to talk to you. so,
Oh,
so I'm sorry.
in.
He's butting in. He is not letting your guides come through because he wants to talk to you. He is on the other side and he is helping you. He's not a guide, but he's there to help. So you want to bring up the message file from him?
Did
you get a message
from the cousin?
From the cousin.
Oh
or what were you pulling? Were you pulling from her guides?
I was, and they were coming in saying, Rossi, they want you to they're there to help you activate the heart seed, whatever that is, bringing that online within your heart. And they're asking you to be open to receive that. And I wasn't actually tuning in on the cousin.
Because he put it in.
The cousin is he just really likes attention and he wants your attention. I don't know that he actually has a message. Do you have a message?
Yeah, he does. He's telling me, yes, he does have a message. So let me see if I continue.
He's talking about the family. He's talking about his parents. He's talking about the other members of the family. And he's acknowledging something and he's wanting everybody to stay safe. And what do you have?
It's kind of funny, Rossi. He wants you to sit down and talk to him about family and everything that y'all have to do about.
It's all about the family.
He wants you to create a spot. Like for me, what I do is I created a spot with my dad who's passed, and it's on a bench at a river that we sit down and talk, and we talk about family, money matters, and issues like that. He wants you to start doing that with him. He wants to have that connection of being still on the side and knowing the information, even though he can see it, he wants to see how it is from your eyes or human's eyes or what's going on. So Rossi, connect with him.
He wants attention.
Well, yeah, attention, but it's kind of sweet. He just wants to be part of the family still. And so he wants you to be that medium for sitting down and talking to him. And if you have issues, you have problems, you sit down and tell him the problems. Y'all try to work it out. If it's money, family, whatever, that you can just sit there and talk to him about all these things. So, but he's pushing the other ones away for me to get this message out to you.
That's cute. And Rossi says the heart seed was what John Benny said I saved from a past life. Yeah, and that's what your guides want you to do. They're helping you activate that heart seed. I didn't even know what it was or what it is, but I mean, I've heard about it in my meditations. Bringing that within your heart, activating it. That's the whole thing. Open to receive that activation. So yeah, I love that. And I love that message from your cousin. You can definitely open up and connect, Rossi. Channel beautifully. So
yeah, I'm excited for you because I just feel like this is going to be fun for you to do this. Just sit there because you're going to learn a lot from them. Rossi, did I miss your question? Didn't we just do you?
We just did Rossi. That was Rossi, the cousin.
Yeah, that's Rossi. That's your cousin. Talking about.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get your guides and things like that. They're coming through. Your cousin came through and butted in.
And I got the guide, so we're all set.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Thinking too, Dr. Stephen Greer thinks all the animal mutilations was by man, not aliens. Do you agree? No.
No, I don't agree
at all, because I have seen what they were doing when they were doing when they're doing those mutilations. It's part of the human hybrid program, and they take everything that is in that cow, they grind it up. This is going to sound awful. They grind it up and make a formula out of it, and it is for formulas that they make for these human hybrid children. And I'm going to verify this, but this is what I've seen that they do with that. Now, some of them are man-made, of course. Some of the men are doing this, but they are creating, and they've shown me how it's nasty looking stuff that they have, and it is for these human hybrid children that they do blood transfusions and formulas they make out of it. So there's all sorts of things that they do with that. And this is something I've seen, and they have shown me because I was very involved in that human hybrid program at one time. And that's what they showed me, the reason why they were doing that. It's for survival of this human hybrid children, or the hybridization program, human hybridization program.
Right.
So
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. And as I said, I've not read or seen or whatever. It's just what they have shown me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me go here. Who is next? Okay. Yeah, Rossi, we got you. You got double teamed there. Okay, Mary, please message from my Galactic family. Not really sure who they are. Thanks, Mary. Okay, I immediately heard Palladians. Make sure about that, Mary. Are those your Galactic family, the Palladians? Yes, it's the Palladians. And I'll let you give the message, Val.
Whatever they want to say. Let me bring them in. They're using you. They're working with you as you're their ambassador. So as you go through life, they're asking you to connect with them. And some of the things that they were talking about are bringing in a greater understanding, that connection, that bridge, that synergy between you and the Pleiadians on Earth, giving everyone a foundation for that going forward. That's a big ambassador job that you're doing. So many facets of it are existing between you and your Pleiadian galactic family. So to really delve deeper, go into meditation, connect with them, and start asking questions, because your guides, your Pleiadian guides, are going to show up like in 2 seconds to talk to you about the different facets of this. So that's what I'm getting for you, Mary.
There you go, Mary. Let's see. Rossi's saying, thank you, ladies, and pardon the pushy family. That's okay. Pushy families. I love the pushy families because there's a reason why they come around. So yeah, they occasionally push through.
That's because they know Rossi's an excellent channel, and she can talk to them. So yeah,
yeah, and they know I'm a sucker to talk to the family members. Okay, Patricia. Hi, Dr. Gail. During Terry's meditation, I felt what seemed like star beings, maybe angels or archangels, telling me they are working with me to clear body, bring back memories of long ago. Your insight, please, and thank you. Oh, what an experience, Patricia. You, yes, that's good. And immediately what I got is the star beings are there helping to work with you and clear your body. And what they're clearing, I'm getting, it's almost like almost like this electric stuff going all over your body, and it's all in your body. And it might be from our devices and things like that they are clearing out, and they're opening up that third eye is what I'm seeing for you, Patricia. Even though you're so connected already, it looks like to me they're really stepping you up big time. So they're having to clear your body out to do this. And then bringing back the memories is bringing back the memories of what you used to do, bringing back the memories of the many lifetimes that you were able to do the things that you're able to do. So that's what I'm getting, Patricia. What about you?
I love that. Actually, yeah. When I was connecting in, I really saw quite a few different star beings from different races, if you will. Or so I saw Arcturians and Pleiadians, a whole bunch of different, and you are tapping in, just like Dr. Gale said, to those. You're connecting to those galactic lifetimes, and you're accessing that information and communication because you're concurrently in those lifetimes as you are here now, really embodying that connection as a star seed. Because what are we doing right now? Full disclosure, the connection to our galactic selves. This is our multidimensionality. There's a lot more here than can be even said in human language. But yeah, congratulations. So you're going to have a lot more things come into your awareness. And yeah.
Like she's not already aware. I can't imagine what's going to be happening with her.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. She's the one that educates me all the time. All right, Rick, can you tell me who my galactic guides are, please? Okay, Rick, let's see. Let's tune into these little beings. Who are they? They're little. Who are these people? Okay, Rick, this is weird. I'm not sure I can identify who these people are because they're little and almost, and actually, I have never seen this before, but they're kind of like the gnomes. So I'm thinking.
I was writing Elemental Kingdom down.
Yeah.
It is Elemental Kingdom. Dr. Gale, you're going little, and I'm touching that energy and feeling it. And I'm really getting that Elemental Kingdom energy.
But I've never seen them as a guide, though.
You know what? We only scratch the surface of the Elemental Kingdom. We don't even really know we haven't really even enriched our lives with all of it yet.
They showed back up for me 2 days ago. I haven't seen the elementals since I was in Mount Shasta, and it showed back up 2 days ago. And I thought, it's taken them. I've been back from Mount Shasta for 7 months, 8 months now, and it's taken them that long. I'm going, maybe it took them that long to find me or ride their little things to me, but they showed right back up again. So, Rick, that's what I'm getting is these little beings the elementals, and they look like it's the gnomes that are your actual gods. So
yeah,
this is a first for me. I have not seen.
It's a first for me too. I'm going to go in. Let me ask Art about that. Rick guides. He says when one is tied to Earth and is part of that, the heart of Mother Earth and the heart of the Elemental Kingdom, for many lifetimes you have come from them, and they are here to enrich your life with wisdom and information related to that, because you're here to do a lot of work with the earth in that connection, and also pulling in the higher vibration. So it's the connection, you're the bridge, and they're reminding you in many ways that bridge between the energies. This is what you're doing. You're bridging that gap again and enriching that Elemental Kingdom again. But it's reminding you of all the wisdom you have. Yeah, they are the Yodas.
No, I'm getting that they're not the Yodas. You're getting that they are. I got that they weren't. That
they weren't what?
It's not the Yoda. The elementals or these beings are different from the Yodas. I think he's working with the Yodas. And
I don't know about the Yodas, but I was just clapping because it sounded cute.
Yeah, it looks like to me. All right, here's what they're showing.
I didn't even know there was Yodas.
Yeah, they're showing me that Rick, here you are on Earth with one arm up to the Yodas, one arm down to the elementals. And right now it was the elementals that showed up that were
they're the ones giving you guidance, and you're tapping in, and they're letting you connect to the wisdom that you have within you. It's already within you, and they're connecting to let you remember that. remember all of that.
Yeah,
That's what guides do, actually. They just
yeah,
help us
we
remember.
have spoken about the Yodas before. Rick
Oh, I
is
didn't even know.
very entangled or not entangled working with them, the Yodas.
Oh, I
But
didn't even know.
they are galactic beings, the Yodas, and
I'm learning something new.
yes. But right now, these elementals, these gnomes, they're the ones that are guiding you at this moment. And so I'm thinking that you're more connected to the Yodas, and they're trying to connect you. And I'm doing the same thing because I have my star beings I'm connected to, and then I'm having to connect to elementals. So I'm having to be in the middle.
There
Also.
is a lot of that connection going on between the elemental kingdom and the multiverse. And they're crying out for this kind of connection. It helps anchor everything in that's coming down from all the higher dimensions, all the higher frequencies of light and beings of light who are sending information in codes of light. And yeah.
Ross is saying Rick is a bridge. Hey, MMW, thank you. Double, thank you for being here. I talked to him yesterday. He lives in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh.
And he is very connected. He's working with the ETs. He's doing a lot with them. And it's kind of been a lone ranger out there with his family telling him he's crazy, like all of us here.
Yeah, that's a toughie, right?
Yes. So thanks for being here, M. I appreciate you being here. And Rick says that's why I built so many stone circles.
Yeah, that's why, Rick. It makes sense, right?
All right, everybody. We're past an hour now. It's been a great show, Val. Thanks for being here. Thanks, moderators, for making this a safe place. And thanks, everybody. Your next show is when?
That I'm having on my channel. Oh, I'm actually at 4 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
7 p.m. Eastern is Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, but it's actually not on my channel. It's on Marina Heart Centered Tarot. So go to that channel and I'll be on there today.
Okay. And then my next one will be Saturday. I'll be doing the Solaris Healing Center, and that will be with Terry. So anybody who's having some issues, medical issues or anything, just bring your questions along then. So, all right, everybody, thank you. And moderators, I will have to go out and go on YouTube to add you. So I'll try that. And so I'll add y'all as moderators. So thanks, everybody. See you in a little bit. All right. Bye-bye.